So are the Dodgers perfect trade partners for the Yankees? What do I mean by that? Let's get into that right now. Gang, hope you're all doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. So, there's an article being floated around. I'm going to attach down below by Yanks Go Yard that talks about presents a trade for the Yankees. But before I get into that, I have two pieces of Yankees news for you. Number one, they just announced that James Rosen is going to be joining their staff as the new hitting coach. 10th year in baseball. So he had 6 as a minor league hitting coordinator for the Yankees already. So he's very familiar with the Yankees' ways. Also close with Aaron Judge. So that matters. And maybe Judge has some say in it. Can't confirm, but maybe he did. Additionally, by the way, congratulations to you, James Rosen, on your new opportunity here, and welcome to the Yankees. Second piece of news. They're also interviewing former Major League former Yankee relief pitcher Andrew Bailey for their bench coach position. So there's another piece of news that might be breaking soon. We don't know, but new hitting coach is in the fold now. Now the new bench coach has to take place. So when that happens, I'll get you updated on that. So if you're not subbed to this channel, hit that button, okay? And hit the notification bell. That way you're always in the front of the line to get the news as it comes in. I thank you so much for both. Really do. Now, let's get to this. This is an article by Yanks Go Yard. And again, take a look at the article. It's going to be attached down below. Read it. Let me know what your thoughts. With the chatter going around, there's so much chatter going around with Juan Soto and Yamamoto and Cody Bellinger and Kevin Kiermaier and all these other folks. It's starting to be apparent that trading Gleyber Torres is a more realistic move for the Yankees. Not the move, one of the moves, okay? I've talked about it quite a few times. People think I'm crazy, but this article presents a viable option here too, okay? And in this proposal, the Yankees would be acquiring a second base replacement, Michael Busch, okay? He's a 25-year-old. He's got 6 years left of team control, 3 years of pre-arb, 3 years of arb. He had a tiny cup of coffee in the majors with the Dodgers last year. Not even about 70 at-bats. Hit a little under 200, but he's showing glimpses of power. He also bats lefty. He throws righty, but he bats lefty, so it achieves the left-handed balanced lineup thing for the Yankees. The Yankees need left-handed bats, okay? And he would represent one of them. Now, I've also presented Gleyber Torres trades, but only for pitching, okay? Only for pitching. So, and in this trade, they're also including pitching. Okay, now before I go into Kyle Hurt, who's the pitcher, let me give you a little insight into Michael Busch. He was a 2019 draft pick out of North Carolina. He's already rocketed up to the system. And keep in mind, with the Yankees, the Dodgers, and I'll put his picture back on here. With the Dodgers farm system, they're a top 3 system in baseball. Michael Busch is the number 2 prospect for them. So they'd be getting a legitimate prospect here, okay? With 6 years of control to replace Gleyber Torres. Okay, now just a little sample size. He had 323 this year with a 431 on-base percentage and a 618 slugging. That's a 1.049 OPS. So his numbers are legitimate. So, we've talked about, and there's been concerns about replacing Gleyber Torres' offense, and rightfully so. Those are justifiable concerns. But in this case, would we be doing that? He get 27 home runs this past year in AAA too. So we would be replacing Gleyber Torres' offense. And again, this is not the only move I suggest that the Yankees make. They have other moves. They have a lot of holes to fill. So they'd be replacing his offense in many different ways. Byron Cashman's already acknowledged the need for 2 left-handed outfielders. So there you go there too, whether it's Cody Bellinger or Juan Soto or Brendan Donovan, or one of these are a combination is Kevin Kiermaier. Okay? His offense will be replaced. Okay? And this would be his second base replacement in case they don't trade for a guy like Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals, or if they do and he plays third base, Gleyber Torres needs to be replaced at second base. And if they're not going to use Oswald Peraza, maybe they're willing to trade. This guy represents an option to replace Gleyber Torres. So the other player, I'll put his picture back up again. Okay, Kyle Hurt. He's the number 12 prospect for the Dodgers. I talked about replacing Torres for pitching. Well, he's a pitcher. It's a right-handed pitcher, not a lefty, but the number 12 prospect, take a look at this. He was 4-4 in 2023, also in AAA. 3.91 ERA, not flashy. 92 innings pitched, but he had 151 strikeouts. So talk about a power arm. Talk about a strikeout guy to add to the bullpen. And I'm going to point something out. Bush and Hurt, both of them are not free agents until 2030. They both have 3 years of pre-arb, 3 years arb ahead of them. Now, you might have to add, and the Dodgers are looking for starting pitching. Clayton Kershaw is going to miss most of the season. Julio Urias, no guarantee he's going to come back. There's no guarantee they get Shohei Ohtani now that he's shown interest in potentially joining the Braves, which is crazy. Okay, I put that one out too. So on a short. But so that's, I wouldn't hesitate to add like a Randy Vasquez or a Johnny Brito, somebody like that, or Chase Hampton, right? Give him a starting pitching prospect in return. We get the reliever and we get Gleyber Torres' replacement at second baseman. This to me sounds like a viable option. Okay. Not only will we be replacing Gleyber Torres in many different ways, in many different moves that the Yankees need to make, because they have to make several moves. There's not one move that solves all the problems for the Yankees. Not one. So this represents a viable trade. And I want to know what you think. Load up the comments. Let's get into this. Whether you agree or disagree, it's totally fine. But there's a lot of the Yankees news already today. Not only is this trade proposal being floated, but they named their new hitting coach, James Rosen. Again, congratulations. And Andrew Bailey's being interviewed for a bench coach. I really hope that they interview Nick Swisher. It would be awesome if they did, because he has that special skill set to help keep the players focused and relaxed. So, and I also want to give a special shout out to Nathan Ramachandra for not only letting me be on a panel last week to interview Tyler Hardman, stud Yankees infield prospect, but I was on a panel with him this morning to interview Caleb Durbin, another infield Yankees prospect, who's in Double-A right now. Okay, and so I will attach that video when it comes out too. But thank you again, and thank you, Caleb, for taking the time spending with us this morning. So I appreciate you. I'm really looking forward to you hopefully playing in the Bronx really soon. So, but let me know what you think of this trade proposal. Read the article so you can put the pieces together too. So there's been some people already on social media saying the Yankees should not have to give up Ian. I haven't heard somebody propose adding Ian Hamilton into this. I wouldn't do that. I would want to add to Ian Hamilton. And the Dodgers being a win now team, they get their major league player to help them win now. Gleyber Torres. We get the prospects in return, the cheap controllable prospects, and it helps save the Yankees payroll $15 million as well. So there's a lot of benefits to this trade. But again, any trade with Gleyber Torres that you're not getting a major league second baseman return is a risky trade. So, but I'm confident that this particular trade, as well as some other trades, would help right the ship in the Yankees. But they have to actually make the moves. They have to execute the trades. They have to put their money where their mouths are. They have to do what they say they're going to do. Okay? And I've said that. I don't care what these guys say. I care what they do. What they do tells us whether they actually mean what they said or not. So, but this trade, again, another verifiable option. I would expect to hear more trades on the Gleyber Torres universe right now, because people are starting to realize that he could be, or he might need to be, one of the moves the Yankees make, and he's the only guy that can extract value back for them, either at the major league level or at the prospect level, to make a trade possible. And his offense can be replaced in other moves. So let's get into this. I want to know what you think. Talk later.